Cool, cool. And we can start whenever you're ready. So feel free to, actually, I'll also just double check you're playing the piece that is here. Is it the prelude? Okay, perfect. Okay, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and play. And if you want to introduce your piece, that's totally fine.
Oh yeah, I'll be playing Prelude.
All right, very nice, very nice. Good work just getting through everything here. So, as always, just gonna ask a couple things about this piece. So, what do you feel like you did well in this performance?
It was smoother than I expected it to be.
Do you have any ideas like what made it sound smoother? Like, was it that the steadiness like of your rhythm, or maybe like
Canyons or something? Yeah, I felt like it was really steady, and like transitioning maybe.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely go from like you have bass clef and then you're going to treble clef, so just going to different parts of the piano and then going back to bass clef. So I thought you did a really good job with that as well. Um, and then I was gonna ask, how long have you been working on this piece?
Um, Maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Very good. That's awesome. So yeah, let's go through some movements here. So of course we don't have any annotations on this one, but have you and your professor gone through certain hand movements or just movements in general, like in the symbols?
Maybe, but I don't really remember.
Okay, so maybe we can go through a couple here. So for example, let's look at, let me see. Here you have, yeah, so you have that 5-finger scale going on for a while. Okay, so this is actually a good example here. So we have, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we have a 3 written here, right? So normally, I mean, they'll give a finger number if the hand is moving somewhere or changing places. So what I wanted to ask, in order to get from this 5-finger scale, right? You're playing these 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you know what the movement would be called to get from your first finger over here to your third finger to the next note?
Um, like a crossover?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Very good. So that can be one movement here for your piece. So the crossover, do you know how we draw the symbol for a crossover?
No, I've only heard the word. I have it right
Okay,
here.
so here we can teach you that today. It kind of looks like a little ribbon. If you have a cross under, we would draw it the opposite way, like this. So the symbol actually is telling you if you're going over or under, which is, I think, pretty cool. It can be super helpful. And then let's see if we can find another one on this page. Let me write crossover. And then I know that this is your piece, but normally what would happen is I would have the students play from each other's pieces, these things. So if you could just do it for your own piece, let's try just starting right here with the 5-finger, right on that G. What you're doing, G minor, 5-finger scale, and then do the crossover, even though you're probably familiar with it already.
With the right hand?
Yeah, with the left hand starting in measure 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Good, good. So yeah, I just wanted to hear that little part so we could talk about the crossover. Okay, and then next, let's look at, I'm just gonna add it here. So crossover. Okay, let me try to see if we can find another one that maybe you guys have talked about. I do see some interesting movement over here in the second line. Like when you have like a natural or a flat, for example, there's movements that are involved, right? That we might not know the name of, but you probably know already how to do it. So maybe we can just go over that, right? So your finger 1 is there. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this would be finger 3, just so we can yeah, keep up with it. So normally we would have a B flat, right? But the finger 3 is just there as if we were playing a G major scale, right? So in order to get from this B natural to this B flat, and also I'd say we can add this in it, the A flat as well. So the second finger. What do each of these fingers have to do in order to get to the flat? But both the 2 and the 3 are doing the same thing here. And it's okay if you're not sure what the name is, but if you can just describe what they're there.
I know. I'm gonna just go to another level. Okay. To get to what?
What was that?
To get to what?
Oh, I'm not sure if you're asking what the question was, but so the 2 and the 3 right now are on A and B. So then when they're getting flatted, right, what is the movement that the fingers do to get to A flat and B flat, basically?
uh, like I'm like move like my fingers like up a bit, like, and then my third goes on B flat, and then my
Yeah, so yeah, I feel like you do know what's happening, but basically the name, right? When we're looking at like movements, we give them a specific name for it. So in this case, when let's just focus on the two. So A is going down to an A flat, which is going to be again the same movement as a B to B flat. So basically, your second finger is adjusting down, right? So this would be called a shift. Let me write it here. So it kind of looks. Oh wait, it would be over here. So right, we're shifting just down. So for both of these, right, these are just symbols you might come across in other seminars, right? So this specifically is for flats, and then when you have a sharp, right, you're adjusting the finger forward. And then another sort of shift that I was noticing over here, right, you have, so this is finger one right now. So that means finger two would be here, right? So basically, in order for the second finger to get up here, this would be called a shift. Oh, you know what? I could have just used this little symbol here. This is shifting to, well, it is shifting up, but we put the arrow pointing to the right because when the notes are going up on the piano, right, they go to the right as the sounds go higher. So this is called shift up two, right? These are called down. I believe it's shift down. And then so when we go back up, right? So these naturals, now we're adjusting back up to those A and B. This would just be shift forward. Okay. So does that kind of make sense with all the different directions of the arrows?
yeah.
Or is it kind of okay? Awesome. And then another one that I found over here is called a finger switch. This one's a little bit more straightforward, right? So it's showing that your two is all the way over here. And then so the next note up would be three. And then we go to four, but now we're switching fingers, right, on a repeated note. So any questions on those movements?
No.
No? Okay. Awesome. I think we covered a good amount of ground here. So very, very nice. I'm just gonna add these to your what we went over. And yeah, do you have any questions for me?
No.
No? All right. Well, thanks for just coming to the seminar, playing, and just being, participating and everything. So I know it was a really short and